We're back with the Roxy Pro France. Up and riding now. Steph Gilmore driving through on her forehand.
Was injured, and this is the event where she hurt herself. But Steph Gilmore, I think it's always interesting to see someone's form coming into an event.
Little exchange to start off with. Johanne linking it together through to the inside. See if she can find one last bowling section right in front of Steph Gilmore. Gets a little connection. Sorry, Keely Andrew. My mistake with the colors there. Keely in white, Johanne Defay is in blue there on screen, and Steph Gilmore. My name is Shannon Hughes, joined in the booth by Rosie Hodge and Strider. It's great to have you.
Solid surfer, you know, but look, Keely right behind her on a better wave, I feel like. I don't know if her performance is better, but had a little more open face. But the way that Steph put her wave together was much better.
Well, and I think you're looking at conditions right now. You see that texture, that bump on the face. That's a lot to kind of find your rhythm and draw your lines through all that's happening on that face.
Yeah, you can see Johanne Defay now up and riding. Also just trying to find that rhythm and really connect the dots. See if she can put on the finishing turn. Great last maneuver. She's going to get maybe one more through to the inside on this little reform. Staying with it. Feeling really comfortable here in Hossegor.
Every little ripple on this wave, so kind of two-stage cutback there. You mentioned that second turn, that hit off the lip, also just cutting back, waiting for this wave to bowl up, but this right here, just kicking that back leg out. Pretty solid.
That's called feeling it.
No, sick.
And I think I do agree that the performance of a surfer and their equipment has to be, you know, together. I mean, there's full fins out from the back right there if you're looking at that from the water. But I really feel like it's the Indian and not the arrow. You know, these ladies surf so good. The French beret toss.
And taking off deep, Steph Gilmore. Little foam climb to start off with. Out into the open face. Finding the pocket on a second turn and connecting right back into that speed once again. Connecting a few things together, kicks that leash off of her toes. So finding a little rhythm.
To kick back up. So these rights are definitely available, but there's a lot more texture on them. It'll be interesting to see if they go over to surf those lefts. Steph handling this corner right there. Pretty nice. Fit that board into that.
Absolutely love the way that Steph is coming into this Roxy Pro.
I want to be like them, you know, I go on bigger waves. So yeah, it was a nice way to leave TD with this wave and come here.
So that's the momentum, that's the trick. If we just go so chopo, we could actually come here and beat the Chief Rankings leader.
Oh yeah, like I came out and it was big and I was like, I'm not even scared, and it was really big like a couple of days ago, and surfing Tahoe was like such a different conditions, and yeah, maybe I should do that every single event.
Hey, that is someone that's going to fill it in some big shoes and take a spot on the championship tour.
And to get those warm-ups in, you know, at Teopu, as we see surfer coming through to the inside. Johanne Defay with those arms up once again. So getting a few waves under her belt. She opened up with a 5.5. Take us through last of Johanne.
Yeah, Joe just finding connection there. A lot of spray. Second maneuver. I love the release of the tail. Yeah, 100% an obvious strength for Johanne as we see the replay of Steph Gilmore. I love it. You mentioned that there's more to work with on these lefts and just piecing together these sections so nicely. Slams that one shut.
Yeah, and we heard just before this heat started that the women did opt to paddle out farther north than the previous heat, so they would have seen that the conditions were favoring that more. Keely Andrew looking nice and strong on her backhand. Kicks out under the whitewash, so getting her second score on the board.
Her, climb up onto the tour was really just a fast, quick-paced thing. She's got so much raw talent, and they really took her into the fold and helped her get to the level that she's at. I think it all hinges off that first maneuver. Like, if you're getting critical on that first move, you're going to go into your next move with a lot of flow, and it's going to keep you in that tight pocket.
Johanne Defay, Keely Andrew on her forehand. Finding that right that we've been talking about. Great snap right underneath the lip and a clean kick out. So maybe finding that momentum.
She had a little bit of opportunity right here to really slam it home. She did okay.
You've seen Carissa have those moments, Lakey, Sally, Courtney. It's just awesome. I want it to be that battle.
Keely Andrew finding another little wave on her backhand, connecting a couple of turns together, comes through to the inside, gets a clean kick out. Still chasing that 4.23 to take the advancing position through.
This performances, sorry, we'll get to this replay before I go into my point. These little clean little lefts, Keely trying to find something that she can go vertical on and finding a section to square up on as far as being those alpha surfers on paper. But I feel like the rest of these ladies and men can challenge and really give them that run.
Steph Gilmore, 3 times Roxy Pro champ, connecting the dots, making it look really fun.
Where it can all start to play into a mental space is when someone's coming in with a lot of form.
And the way that Steph's surfing right here, as she comes around the corner and throws some fins in Carissa's face.
It's flawless.
100%. It's going to be fun to watch this thing play out.
Keely Andrew on another backhand attack. One in and out. Takes a dive underneath the foam. So staying busy. That last score dropped in is just a 3.7, which was shy of her requirement to take an advancing position.
And we're right there at the pointy end.
Yeah, we're getting down to it.
And it would be so inspiring for the other women on tour as we take a look at women like this. Johanne Defay on her backhand. Driving down the line. Goes for a nice big clean float finish. Kicks out the back. But if someone like Lakey Peterson were to win a world title, the inspiration that it could give a woman like Johanne Defay
is a world title spoiler. We already saw her do it at the Freshwater Pro, and she's coming into her prime here at the Roxy Pro France.
Keely Andrew chasing a little bit of a more decent score, so we have had some scores drop in. Steph with a 5.93 as her last score. Keely Andrew down on the inside once again.
There's something to point out here that we haven't talked about in this heat is to stay on this left, you have to paddle a lot. You know what? It's funny here in France because the amount of paddling that you do out here is second to none. You can get in such good shape, but the food is so good, it's impossible.
Strong backhand attack, linking a couple more turns together. Is she going to ride out of it? Johanne just crouches low.
Take your plane ticket and reroute it if you ain't about it, because it's too fun here.
Thoughts on last of Johanne Defay?
Oh, I loved it.
Kicks out. She's looking to build on that 5.5 and that 5.0.
It is a simple equation, though. Pluses and minuses.
Pluses and minuses. Oh. Yeah, it is. Literally, you exert more energy here paddling in these rips than anywhere. I do like the fact that Steph, with that right, where she went to town, smashed it like 3 times, took the lead.
And Johanne again, right on the inside. Nice bowling section lining up. Puts on the finishing touch.
This was Johanne's wave on the inside corner. Great part about this wave.
Keely Andrew finding a nice size set, so drives into that first turn, throws a lot of spray. Comes in for the second snap under the lip. And then looks for this wave to open up. Nice, clean, transitional floater. Doesn't finish off complete, but a good exchange between her and Johanne.
It's starting to light up. Watch this. These first 2 connections are awesome. Right in the pocket. A lot of spray. This one right here, even better. And then she kind of slows behind it. Maybe a float over that section. Maybe a little tiny bit mistimed off the end there.
Or maybe just kick out on that. She didn't need that last whitewater float. You know what I mean? Like, she's already done so much work on this wave. I think Steph Gilmore she's taken the lead. Whoa, we could see a bit of a shake-up here in this heat.
Waves underneath priority.
And our current heat leader, Steph Gilmore, hammering away on her backhand, loses it on the finish, but puts a couple of maneuvers together. Steph's in the lead with a score to drop. Johanne Defay and Keely Andrew, though, both with scores to drop that could change the situation.
First 2 turns were money. Let's see what this thing looks like right here from Steph. She did really well. That second turn was beautiful. If she could have hammered that one through, I think the judges got a little carried away with the 7.33.
Johanne Defay now up and riding. Drawing some speed, coming through to the inside, throws tons of spray on her first turn. Little check under the lip on the second one. She's looking to improve on a 5.5. Needs a 6.48 to advance. And taking one more last look at Johanne Defay.
The requirement is 6.07. She kind of had to coast through to that inside section, but beautiful maneuvers
imagine that you're down there, you're this guy's trying to get a selfie, and she's trying to hear this, whether or not her fate's going into the losers round or not. I mean, there's so much going on and emotional down there.
Wow, what a finish. Way to fight all the way till the end to get that last wave in for Johanne Defay. Keely Andrew taking it through with a win on the last few minutes as well. Massive congratulations to those two. We'll be right back with more of the Roxy Pro after this.